against me either.
They first picked it in the last game. I guess they're not going to be worried about the Twisted Fate now that they are on red side, and Sassen has his stash of wacky counter picks. And it will be the Sivir final ban from the ROX Tigers. They banned it on both sides. Corki will be up, so I assume they want to first pick Corki. Wow, they're going to ban the TF.
Okay. A lot of good options out there for ROX Tigers, and they're going to grab that Corki right away.
No big surprise. They switched the Corki ban for the Lissandra, certainly looking as a possible first pick of that champion, and now SBENU wants to deny the Poppy Trundle, so the same draft we saw on the red side, but it will be mirrored by SBENU after ROX chose those two champions first in game number 1.
So Alistar available for Gorilla. They can take that later on. Peanut's got his choice of remaining junglers. Looks like it might be Graves.
I
Or
think
Kindred.
taking the Kindred here. Wow, they're going to play
Whoa.
Janna Graves.
Okay, a Gorilla classic here. Not a pick we see in Korea a lot lately, but it's still popular in other regions, and Gorilla is kind of like the guy that made Janna popular a couple years ago.
Also a bit weird because the ROX Tigers have been playing this very dive-oriented style, and therefore taking the Janna just isn't as effective as, say, the Alistar or the Braum, or of course the Trundle will be denied in this game. It will be his first game on Janna this season, but it looks like they are going for a hefty siege composition.
Well, if there's anyone I trust to run a Janna in Korea, it's certainly going to be Gorilla.
Wolf's pretty good too.
Wolf is good, but Gorilla's like the original Janna, man, in Korea.
He's the Janna innovator from Season 4.
Janna Vader.
Lee Sin for Flawless. We didn't even talk about that. It wasn't picked or banned in the first game of the series, and pretty much all of SBENU's wins, I believe 3 out of their 4 wins have come with Flawless playing Lee Sin. He has been the X factor that has allowed them to put wins on the board.
You know, a pick like Jhin would make sense if you were playing Janna, something to push away anyone from coming in, something to keep that Jhin a bit safer. The Ashe would be a bit surprising. Okay, sick. I was going to say, Jhin would not surprise me, and there it is.
Full poke and disengage comp from the ROX Tigers. They have Gragas and Janna for the disengage. If they fall behind with this composition, they are going to get rocked. And Secret, of course, just mousing over the legendary Vel'Koz pick of Sassen.
Yep.
Do it.
Do the Galio. Do whatever you want. We know you've got something weird, man. Unleash it. Show us what you got.
They're going to may go all engage here, actually. They may just play mid-jar, but this is actually not a terrible idea. Because the hard engage, because of how squishy the ROX Tigers are, if they can actually get into that backline, of course, Poppy will synergize very well with Cataclysm for setting up stuns.
True.
And if he can one-shot any of these squishy AD carries, could be a Kayle.
Kayle?
Kayle has been seeing some play. Oh, I think the Jarvan actually would have been very exciting, but...
All right, well, LeBlanc is going to be the pick.
I don't know, playing him standard. If you're SBENU at this point, certainly the LeBlanc is a potent champion in the current meta, but if you just think about the power that that Jarvan mid would have against this particular composition that the ROX Tigers are running, the all-in potential is so huge. You build him damage. He's going to be really good with the Maw of Malmortius as it exists right now.
Yeah.
Gives him actually some much-needed tankiness, but we're not going to see the out-of-the-box pick this time, Noah, sadly.
Yep. Just a regular composition from SBENU. And a lot of it, you know, similar to what we saw out of ROX Tigers last game. But the ROX Tigers, finally, Jhin coming to Champions Korea for what, the second time? I think
Second
played
time.
once yesterday.
Kongdu played it yesterday, but it hasn't been successful in Korea yet. Just Sneaky was the first one really to unveil this pick on the professional level, but Reckless was the one who actually showed it was good.
Yeah.
Or it could be used well, because Sneaky sort of, and Cloud9 failed to deliver on it. But Reckless did obviously very well at IEM, and now some of these Korean teams are picking up on it, and in this composition, it will be strong.
Well, Reckless was so good on that Jhin that he got it banned against him when they played SK Telecom every game, and can't blame him.
And take a look at these lanes. ROX Tigers going to want standard lanes here. They take the Graves and then flex it into the top lane. But this is a pushing matchup. It's a winning matchup with Jhin Janna. That is a brutal lane combination to have to deal with. the amount of damage that will be coming out of Jin combined with the Janna Q, or the Janna E rather, is absolutely huge. The Eye of the Storm, the shield that gives you basically a free BF sword level 5.
We know what you're talking about. Let's move into game number 2, see if ROX Tigers can 2-0.
We'll find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on mother.
Here we go. Turning our backs on Mother, apparently. ROX Tigers versus SBENU SonicBoom.
Wow, SBENU better hope they get this lane swap, because having to deal with the Graves pressure combined with the amount of damage that Frey and Gorilla are going to be able to do in trades.
Oh, Flawless, there's the exhaust flash ahead, and first blood already taken by Kuro. Saucin in trouble too, he's got a flash, here comes Gorilla. Oh wow, nice whirlwind.
He predicted
Do they
it.
get him? Oh, over the wall comes Smeb for the kill, but he's in trouble now.
All right, that was dumb.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
The
They could've-
Q predict
I know.
from Gorilla. Look at Frey's like, haha.
I know.
That was silly.
But that is exactly how ROX Tigers want to start this game. They want things to get a bit silly. And they are probably going to get the standard lanes too.
Smeb was like nailed it. Although, when everything is said and done, that was a worthwhile trade. Look, they traded 4 summoners for how many? 5, 6? And they got an extra kill. And the kill went to the support, Secret, and Smeb picked up 1.
That was very, very good.
Kuro's already level 2.
And Saucin has no flash too, so he is completely out of luck. Flawless coming in. Peanut, a very low
He's gonna have to get out of here.
Yeah.
Good call from Flawless actually coming in on this blue buff. We'll
He's
drop
afraid,
a ward. Peanut will have smite in a few seconds. He has to be careful though.
Flawless thinking about being
All right.
aggressive.
Flawless
Yeah,
also has to consider this because the lanes are pushed up in top and mid. He can't go too aggressive or else he will be collapsed on.
well, yeah, if he fights that, Kuro can just loop around, can't he?
Yeah, the nice thing is, however, that Flawless, even though he doesn't have flash, no one on the top side of the map does, and he has at least his W to escape with.
Nice stun on the nuclear. And now you see the possibilities of the CC train coming in from
This
Jin
is
and
such a brutal
Janna.
lane.
Yeah.
It is so
interesting.
nasty. Jin is so lane dominant already, and when he has that shield on him, gets that extra AD, he will just be chunking them from afar. Look at this. Nuclear and Secret are scared even though they have a level advantage.
Huh.
There we go. Finally evening that one out. Secret's still a little bit behind, but
Flawless.
Nuclear on point.
Trying to make a plan to Kuro here. He's going to Valk away, still gets locked
Bye.
up, in a lot of trouble. No flash. Kuro's not making out of that one. There's a kill for Flawless. The ganks are going to be coming fast and furious here with all these flashes down.
Well, Flawless gets the kill though, and that's just not what they want. Saucin has his ignite so they can actually finish it off. Kuro with his exhaust and flash down. So it does equal up the kill, it does equal up the gold score, and a good decision there from Flawless. Waits for his trinket board to be back up and makes a play on the mid lane.
Oh, Gorilla with the whirlwind to just get out of that trundle pillar. And Flawless uses the opportunity to go in and steal the blue away.
Flawless doing really well.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
playing around summoner cooldowns very nicely.
Well, we know he's good on Lee Sin. Soul being aggressive on to Smeb right now, who has no flash. Gotta be careful. Soul's got the flash.
Flawless now looking for another one.
I think Smeb might be dead here.
Well, Gragas is coming.
Yeah, but will he get there soon enough?
Look at Soul. Soul just dropped his trinket ward in the brush right there, so they're waiting.
Aha! Oh. Peanut knows he's been spotted. Are they going to go over? There's the issue. Flawless can't get past Peanut. Smeb coming over the wall. Flawless could be in trouble. Goes over to Smeb with the Q. Smeb chasing. Soul a bit low though. Smeb
Had the ward there, so he did get his
That was
Raptor buff procced by the ward that was in the river brush.
Yeah.
But he didn't know he had been seen, so some nice dueling there from Peanut does remove him from the jungle, but Peanut behind. 5 CS already, has his blue buff stolen, and he now has to deal with this level disadvantage.
Well, they're just going to keep going after Smeb until they get him. Peanut has to stick around.
Peanut knows what's up, though.
Oh, yeah. Recall now finally coming in for Smeb. He's going to have his flash up soon, so the pressure should come off this lane pretty soon.
This is actually Flawless playing well around the pressure that he knows Graves is going to put on. It does force Smeb to just TP back into top after picking up the Fan Scepter.
Well, we know Flawless is a good Lee Sin player. He's been banned out against him before. Whirlwind just makes it really hard for Secret Nuclear to engage onto Gorilla. Peanut stealing away the Raptors. Flawless can't do a lot about that. Can't do a lot, aka nothing.
Nope, not in the least. Flawless has to turn his attention down into the bottom lane now, or bottom side of the map, as that's the only jungle remaining for him. Picks up the second blue buff. He's actually going to hand his team's first blue buff over to Sasson. So SBENU, honestly, SBENU's been playing a lot better tonight. You can talk about that sub 30-minute win from the ROX Tigers, but SBENU themselves were playing pretty smart.
Yeah, they weren't doing too bad. Just know there's going to be action in the spot lane eventually.
Well, Nuclear and Secret, at least going even, not getting pushed around and denied a whole lot of CS. Prey looking to land that last shot, but not going to find an opportunity to do so. And Sasson winning the mid lane. Kuro, after dying, having a hard time getting his farm. He's got his summoner spells back up, as does pretty much everybody across the board.
Yep.
And now this is where ROX can really start to pressure.
See what they can do. Phage first for Kuro, so just trying to be a little bit tankier.
I think he is resigned not to winning this lane at this point in time, but much more worried about the ignites here and the possible subsequent ganks that this Lee Sin can put forward. Dancing Grenade just easily clearing out these waves, and that'll provide an opportunity for the first recall of the game here from the side of the ROX Tigers.
Well, Soul's winning these duels against Smeb initially. There's the ultimate used. Gragas is coming up from the top though. Smeb very, very low, trying to bait. Here comes Peanut. Goes in with the body slam. They force a flash out of Soul. That's something they can come back and use later.
He just hit 6 now. Look how close that was. If Peanut had been level 6, he could have actually flashed after him and then gotten the explosive cask off.
Yep, here comes Flawless though.
But so very close to hitting that level 6 first, and now Flawless
Hello.
got for a little bit of a duel. Q will land onto Peanut. Peanut not going to take that one.
Sasson still with that level advantage over Kuro for the moment.
You have to be careful because Peanut can actually preempt the resonating strike damage if he body slams you while you're coming in on your Q. And that makes it very hard for Lee Sin to engage in a duel as long as body slam is available for Gragas, because he'll lose out on a lot of the damage in the trade.
Interesting.
You're basically trading you're guaranteed to get hit by the body slam and take damage. You will do no damage in return.
It's been a quiet game after the initial burst of action. Level 1 shenanigans.
Those were fun.
They were fun.
Those were good times, Doa. You remember the killing times?
I loved them. Flawless coming in for a lane gank here, but Smeb not taking the bait.
You'll notice he just walks away immediately because he can't dash out of that
Oh,
situation.
hello, Kuro. Wow, that was interesting.
Just a little drive-by, you know.
Yeah, showing them the package, and then they back off.
Giving him the package, and then the Valkyrie right afterwards.
Drive-by showing of the package. Thought they were maybe going to try for a dragon or something, but no. Now SBENU stealing this blue buff away again.
You know, in some places, if you do that, you have to tell your neighbors afterwards.
Yeah. Gotta be careful. Oh, Peanut going in on Flawless. There's a flash. Explosive cast doesn't connect. This is not good. It's a 3v2 for the ROX Tigers. SBENU almost found one there.
Wow, Kuro and Gorilla were just not there yet to follow up, and a very dangerous play made.
Yeah.
Flash ult from Peanut also ends up losing Smeb's flash yet again, and he needs that because he has to stay really far up in the lane, and against the Poppy in this matchup, he can't just quick draw out. He has to have that flash to disengage, so now he can't put himself in a very good position to chunk out this tower anymore.
Kuro's still behind Sasson in mid lane too. Not a lot he can do to win against this LeBlanc right away.
Well, he just has to keep the LeBlanc from getting kills. That's the most important thing.
Right.
LeBlanc getting rolling is a danger. LeBlanc even or behind is not really that much of a threat right now. So just do what you can to
Oh, Grillin Prey gets spotted.
play conservatively.
Wow, Kuro could be in trouble here.
Whoa,
The Miko Su doesn't
wow.
hit. Sasin,
Oh.
there's the exhaust, he flashes. One more coming through, and not enough. Either way, it's a kill for Kuro.
What a great play.
Yeah, Jin does some
So
of the damage.
they didn't know he was there because they had a pink ward right above that red buff. He had just hit level 6 a little bit ago, obviously level 7 now. And they try and land that Jin W because the auto attack from Corki had already hit him, which means that he does count as caught out for the purposes of that route. But even though they missed that, so notice how the ROX Tigers play that. Their synergy is just so good. So they try for the W first. Okay, that doesn't hit. Then as soon as they see that that doesn't land, they exhaust immediately to set up Prey's ultimate. They don't use anything more than they absolutely have to. They have a plan going into these engagements of which ability comes first. Their synergy is good, very, very good.
Well, that's a really scary thing now that SBENU's going to need to worry about is anytime you get hit by anybody, that deadly flourish can be coming from a long way away, and that stun can lead to a lot of kills.
Also Corki package, so
Yep.
you could just be all in from across the screen, from basically the fog of war.
Pretty much.
Scary.
Very. Kuro catching up a lot in the CS because of that too, which is exactly what they needed. Smeb is now ahead of Soul, and Prey is even. Why not?
So they know he's there. They have a really good ward behind the Dragon Pit. They're not going to fall for these shenanigans again. And somebody has to actually tag Sasin with an auto attack for that W to actually root.
Right. For the deadly flourish to do it. Oh, Smeb in a lot of trouble now. Ult. He's not getting out of this one.
He did.
Nice play from SBENU. Good pick.
He can't do that.
Yeah.
They chose the Poppy Graves matchup, and if you don't have Flash, you're going to get ganks.
Yeah.
There is no escape. So back to ward clearing.
Yep.
Smeb is
Oh, okay.
going to TP now into top lane. Looks like he's just going to sacrifice the wave instead. No TP used, so they may be trying to set up a TP play somewhere else.
Well, Dragon is still untaken in this game.
This is scary for the ROX Tigers. They really can't be at a gold deficit with this composition. They have to start pushing down these towers because the power of the engage here from SBENU is huge, and we know what Flawless's playmaking capabilities are on this Lee Sin. He could easily just punt one of these 80 carries right into the front line where he will be eaten alive by Lucian and LeBlanc.
Yeah, very true.
It's hard to play this with Gragas and Janna. You only have that one tank, and if you mess up your Janna ults or the Gragas ultimate, you have no more protection. That's it.
Still a duel in the bot lane.
One of the nice other synergies with Janna is that her passive and the move speed, when Prey uses that final shot in the clip, does get move speed on his own.
Yeah.
Does help out a little bit more with the mobility.
What do you think about that death stance first for Smeb up in the top lane?
That's a weird one.
I was going to say, I was kind of surprised to see
It's
it.
good on Graves because you do get the sustain, and he needs to stay topped up if he's going to have a chance to survive these ganks, given how things have been going for him.
I think that's the idea, but he's having trouble fighting Flawless here by himself.
Also, of course, the CDR on that going to be useful when it comes to pushing and getting the highest uptime on his Q and other abilities. I don't think it's a bad item. I think in this circumstance, when he went for the Vamp Scepter first and he wanted that sustain, it does make a little bit of sense.
Right.
I think the sustain is definitely the most useful part of it right now.
Well, they've rotated Smeb to the mid lane to just give him a little bit of a break from all the top lane pressure. They want to try to push this mid turret as well. And they'll get a lot of damage onto this. Flawless, not very close by. Wow, Sawson trying to get away. Kuro came from over the side, and there's Smeb with the kill on that collateral damage. Nice ult from Graves, and they'll take the turret and get a kill. No real response from SBENU.
Well, they had the top lane pushed up. Now, can they get the top lane turret? But it looks like Poppy just not going to be able to do enough damage yet.
Yeah.
Only about a third down, and that's not going to be successful.
Very nice dive by ROX Tigers. Smeb back in plenty of time to clear this wave.
Interesting. So, just nice play there on the mid lane. That's the kind of edge that they have to have, and Corki just doing work with the dive. I thought they wouldn't be so bold as to dive with this composition. However, the use of the package, very nice. Just held them off the turret. They get another kill onto Sawson. That's very helpful. Smeb picking it up.
Yeah. SBENU going for the Dragon, though. We saw ROX Tigers give up the first two in game 1, I believe.
Flawless with the cooldown boots in this game. That's something we rarely see on Lee Sin. There to make all of the plays in the world, Della.
I guess so. I mean, you put Flawless on Lee Sin, and he has to make the plays, doesn't he?
He feels obligated.
Plays must be made. Smeb, though, no vision, so he doesn't want to be pushed that far up in lane. Can't blame the guy.
Let's see what other kind of roams he can get off that he is just able to sweep out the wave so quickly with that Death Stance.
Yeah.
And roam over at pretty much full health to wherever he should choose to go on the map. Goes back, and it will be Sterik's Gage next.
Flawless lurking in the brush there, but wow, that just barely missed him.
They don't know he's there.
No, they don't.
The
Gorilla's
face
gonna
check.
face check it. Uh-oh, Gorilla could be in trouble here. Gonna ult right away to push Flawless back. W comes through. Prey doesn't hit him.
Doesn't have to use a summoner, though. Now Peanut finds the pink ward, and the ruse is up.
Yep.
For a SBENU SonicBoom.
It was a clever ruse.
It was a clever ruse.
ROX Tigers saw through it just the same by face checking a brush.
Well, they tried, though. They tried to do the smart thing, which is check it with a Janna Tornado, but
yep.
Didn't manage to actually hit that whole brush, and there was still a Lee Sin in there. And that's
It
where
happens.
you don't want a Lee Sin.
In the brush.
In your brush, where you don't know where he is, and you think he's not there because you checked it with a Janna.
That's right.
That's the worst place to have a Lee Sin.
You might have to use your ult. I think there's worse places. Like if he's kicking you in the face. Make you fly into your teammates. That's a worse place.
Oh, easy Rift Herald. Considering the mid lane turret has already fallen in favor of the ROX Tigers.
Yep. But what are they going to use this for? Maybe top lane?
Well, actually, interesting. They'll use it for
okay.
Kuro. He's going to have to start to make plays on the side lanes, though, if they actually want to get the full use out of that.
Yeah, with mid tower already down, I'm a little bit surprised that they would give that over to him. They lose their turret. Secret coming in, teleport, brings Soul to the party as well. Gorilla and Prey trying to make it out. Gorilla has to flash. Meanwhile, Sawson.
Gorilla's tornado time is ridiculous. He stuffed that entire gang by shooting that tornado off right as Soul landed in the TP so that he couldn't actually do anything, and they only had to use one flash as a result to defend.
Trying to clear the wave with that Jhin ultimate, and they will be able to. Nice little bit of damage on the Flawless, too. Meanwhile, Kuro finds Sawson in the enemy jungle.
And there's a Rift Herald here. They're going to take one turret, maybe two, as a punishment.
Yeah, wow. Peanut, not worried about the chains.
I would be worried about an 0-3 LeBlanc's damage. They're actually going to leave it alone. So they trade 1 for 1, but the advantage certainly to the ROX Tigers as they take a bigger chunk out of the enemy's other turrets on the map. And they're going to take a red buff on the exit. Secret is here. Peanut not really in any danger.
Peanut needs to be careful. He uses the ult just to push Secret away.
Looks like he didn't have that body slam perhaps off cooldown yet.
Yeah, the barrel has a pretty quick cooldown, so it's not the worst thing to have to use it like that.
SBENU going to respond, though. They really want this mid-tier 1 Secret and Nuclear already there. Peanut no longer with that explosive gas to push them off. And
that hurts a lot.
Nice zone. So SBENU strikes back. Oh, not quite going to finish it off as Kuro shows up in the nick of time.
I thought for sure they'd get that one.
So Essence Reaver first onto Jin. This is a bit of a difference between what we saw from Reckless. Essence Reaver giving him, of course, that CDR and extra ability to use his skills as opposed to going for a big crit build like an Infinity Edge. So mixing it up.
Yeah, that is a bit different. Well, here comes the package. Kuro over the top, gets kicked away immediately by Flawless, takes a ton of damage, gets killed, over-engaged from the ROX Tigers. Peanut in trouble now, has the Whirlwind saved. Peanut now, oh, nice ult from Gorilla, pushes Flawless away mid-Q. Gorilla, I mean, they lost Kuro with kind of a botched engage, but at least Peanut was saved.
Well, they didn't, I think, expect everybody to be there, but that's how you get punished when you're trying to play with very limited amounts of vision in the enemy jungle.
I guess, yeah.
They have gone blow for blow, but ROX Tigers still up when it comes to turrets because they did get that mid-tier 2, and now they're trying to get the last of the outer ring. They don't have anybody to stop this Poppy.
Yep. They'll get that turret, and we'll see if it ends up being a trade. Tier 2 for tier 2. Soul's doing a decent amount of damage to that one.
Peanut's back up. Nice,
oh, they're going to lose
SBENU.
mid too.
He's going to take it back, so they're bringing this game back, SBENU. Just like last game, they're trading blow for blow. They're lasting longer in this one.
Yeah.
However, and Flawless's playmaking again on this Lee Sin has been excellent. They're going to take a blue buff, so big advantage on the trades there as ROX overcommits to a dark place in the bottom side of SBENU's jungle, and they will be punished.
Yeah, I do feel like SBENU has really played well around what ROX Tigers have been trying to do this game. They're in position to take the second dragon if they want it.
Corki and Graves just not there at the current time. Graves will be recalling. Smeb has his teleport up, but it's hard to actually teleport properly with this composition that the Tigers have because you can't really flank with these 80 carries. You have to be grouped up. That limits your teleport options into kind of just teleporting behind your team unless you think you have some sort of man advantage.
Yeah, pretty much. Slow down onto Secret, but they're going to let him go. Still poking around. Will they go for the dragon? Peanut starts it. They might have to disengage here. It seems a little bit risky. Flawless looking for a chance at Drake getting lower. The battle over the dragon continues. Goodbye, Gragas. Dragon low, and with no jungler, ROX Tigers going to have a hard time securing this one. SBENU takes their second dragon. Culling used. ROX Tigers want some vengeance. There's a curtain call. A lot of low health members for SBENU. Another one coming through. Is it going to be enough? Gets the kill. Snipes away Flawless. They lost the dragon, but they did get one kill at least.
Well, they may get more.
I was going to say, Secret and Sasin behind enemy lines here. There's Nuclear. He's in trouble as well. I don't think they can turn it. Nice rocket from Kuro. He just wanted the assist. Deadly Flourish misses, but the turret will do the job. Peanut gets the kill with the barrel in the end.
They're still on the chase here. Kuro valking forward. Secret
yeah.
is not going to get bound, just barely.
Not really, no. On the run either way. Soul has to just watch his teammate die, maybe. That Trundle's tanky, but Smeb and Kuro should do enough damage. Where's that Valkyrie cooldown?
Secret used his ultimate to actually survive that little engagement. Soul still coming around. There is Gorilla.
Brave, very, very low, but he's going to keep moving forward anyway.
Smeb on the run. He's got the Yomus.
Yeah, Soul on the run too.
Nice route.
Peanut over the wall. Yep, he's in a lot of trouble. Throws Peanut back against the wall, but there's a kill for the ROX Tigers.
Bray actually landed the W right there.
Yeah.
Allowing them to clean up the kills. So the ROX Tigers chase everybody all over the map, and now they have conveniently a very large wave built up at a tier 2 turret.
So you take something from the ROX Tigers, and they will take everything from you.
That's right, all planned.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wow, nice stun again on the Nuclear and Sasin with that Deadly Flourish. Praise Jin has been good. Gonna ult again. Not find anybody.
He's got minions.
Oh wait, whoa, he got it! He got Nuclear!
No
Whoa!
way.
All right, well, I rest my case.
What the hell?
Gonna have to have a replay of that one.
He
'cause
thought,
that was,
I guarantee you that he thought that Prey he had stopped his ult right there.
yeah, because he waited a long time before that final shot.
The mind games.
He even shot one through the minion wave too. All right, replay please. Okay, let's see.
Okay, so
1, 2.
yeah, and
Out of
then he
range.
waits.
Oh, he came back in.
Oh, the slow!
Oh.
He thought he had canceled that ultimate.
Yeah.
And then he gets hit with the slow and stands directly behind the minion wave. So,
love
unbeknownst
it.
to him, Prey gets the accidental kill. Where he's like, wow, that minion wave was worth a lot of gold.
No kidding. It's like, why does it say nuclear? Oh, nice.
Whoops.
Yep. Well, Prey, accidental or not, it's been a good game for him on Jhin, for the most part. Now the ROX Tigers jumping out to a 5K gold lead.
If Prey gets the MVP for this instead of Gorilla, I'm going to be really mad.
It's gonna happen. Goodbye. See you, Smeb.
Nice
Oh,
W
see you,
again.
Soul. There's the ult again. Secret blocking it. Doesn't help. Peanut's gonna get the kill anyway. Prey cancels the ultimate this time.
Peanut with the party cask.
Yep, you can't block the Gragas. And things have gone
Peanut's
completely off
starting
the
to
rails.
dance.
He's Peanut doing the dance of victory. He'll show you the dance of his people, which for the ROX Tigers is certainly the dance of victory. There's an inhibitor taking 26 minutes.
What people have a dance of defeat, Dilla?
I don't know. There's got to be some people out there that do. You know, kind of a feel-good, pick-you-up sort of dance. It's like, you lost, but hey, there's always next time.
The dance of the losers.
I'm pretty sure that's the Macarena. That already exists. Or Achy Breaky Heart. We'll put that one in there too.
I bet a lot of the members of our audience don't even know what the Macarena is.
Well, how about Lean Back?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Well, some people do. Gorilla with the ult trying to keep people off of Kuro. Kuro comes in with the package. He wants to be on you. Kuro getting kicked away though. Saucin there. Smeb coming from behind, and Prey just sniping people already. Gets a kill onto Saucin. Oh, W missed the soul, but that's okay. It's a 1v4 anyway. Goodbye. Ah, nice. Got him with the whirlwind. Perfect. Prey's having a good time. So am I. Baron, not so much. Keeps attacking forward, but there's nobody there. Stupid Baron. Flawless wants to steal, but no. His life will be stolen instead.
Honestly, this series has actually been pretty good from SBENU. Yes, they have been overwhelmed prior to the 30-minute mark in both games, but for the most part, I think they responded really well to the ROX Tigers pressure.
Yeah.
But beating the ROX Tigers is a whole different ball game as we're going to look at Prey's ultimate here.
Oh, Saucin. Saucin, that was not a good place to be.
Well, hard to deal with this Jhin from that kind of range, and especially
So
because
good.
he does percent HP missing damage. You get low, and he will take you out. He will finish you off.
Jhin is such a fun character to watch too because he's just so different from a lot of other AD carries.
Plus, you get those sick camera shots where it's all zoomed out.
Oh yeah, I mean you just have to think of the game in a completely different way, you know? It's almost Evelyn-esque in that it makes you approach things so differently.
Yeah, it's fun to watch for sure.
Yeah.
Glad that he's finally starting to see some competitive play.
Yeah, we're starting to see some really good Jhins now. Very cool. Still don't know what the deal with his shoulder is, so what's he hiding under there? I don't know.
He's a hunchback.
Ammo? No, I think it's just his crazy robot arm.
I think he's a hunchback.
Keeps the battery pack there. I don't know. Well, SBENU trying to defend their inhibitor turret here. Whirlwind comes through. Inhibitor turret is down. Bottom inhibitor has been down for a while, of course. While Flawless tried to come in, got put out immediately. Peanut's like, yeah, man, I can make that play too. Comes in, and here comes the Jhin. I'll miss his secret point blank. Come on, Frey, you're disappointing me, man. There we go.
Job.
Oh, that gets it. Dude, Jhin is so much fun to watch.
Well, predicted the LeBlanc W right there to finish him off. So he
Yeah.
made up for it, didn't he, Noah?
Certainly did. Certainly did. And this is going to be the end of the game by Soul. Double kill for Smeb at the end there. And that is it. So 29-34. Girl jumps in. He doesn't care about KDA. Well, it doesn't die anyway. That's fine. GG. Quick 2-0 from SBENU. That is it. Man.
It's amazing how fast the ROX Tigers can win games. SBENU, remember, was even and actually trading preferably up until about 22 minutes into that game.